Corporate manager mindset versus entrepreneurs. Hi, my name is Ed Riggins, but most people just call me Riggo, and welcome back to Thoughts for Thursday. Welcome to Lincoln Park, by the way. So corporate managers versus entrepreneurs, those are pretty much the two kinds of cat I've dealt with over the course of my career. And these women and men have taught me a lot, and they frustrated me a lot, and for different reasons as I look back on all these years. Let's talk about the corporate managers first. These folks tend to want to do what's optimal. They want to make sure there's consensus. They want to maybe have some studies on the problem. And here's why. Because they're dealing with investors, and investors are unsatisfiable. My wife and I have a few investments like maybe you do too, nothing complicated, index funds, a couple of managed funds. But you know what, every time I open my statement, I wish it was higher. I wish it had gone up more. I wonder, who screwed up here? I should have more money than this. It went down last year. How come it didn't go up more this year? Corporate managers are dealing with that guy. That guy's me, not me. I'm a tiny, nobody ever talked to me, but he's dealing with an analyst, and an analyst represents my mindset, which is kind of unsatisfiable. So corporate managers tend to want to do what's optimal, and it makes perfect sense. They're trying to keep their jobs. That's what I would do. Let's talk about entrepreneurs now. Look, I've never had an employee, never wanted an employee. I've never wanted to be an entrepreneur who had his own company in that way. I just like to be an advisor. But I do live in an eat what you kill world, and have for a long time, and I have that in common with entrepreneurs. These are different folks. Tell you what, blinding overconfidence is the price of admission for both of us. They tend to want to do what's expedient. They just want to get it done. They trust their instincts because their instincts are what got them here. Big surprise. They want to just sometimes go off on a tangent that I don't really understand. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but they're acting on their instincts because that's what's worked for them. Corporate managers versus entrepreneurs. Different mindsets, different kinds of people in those positions, each with their own gifts. And boy, I wish somebody had told me this 30 years ago. Great to be with you. Hope you join me again next week.
Doors closing.